Salam everyone, this is Sumi. What's going on by Sumi, powered by Depilex का yet another episode. हमारे आज के शो में एक बहुत ही special guest है हमेशा की तरह, an important and a very interesting personality whom we'll be meeting in a bit. But for right now, we have interesting get-ups when it comes to hair and makeup. Let's see what it is that Depilex has to offer. And ladies and gentlemen, we're back. Hopefully you guys like the new looks that we had with Depilex. And right now, my guest in front of me looks much younger, more beautiful, more energetic. This is Saba Rana, the yoga instructor.
Thank you so much for those compliments.
You look so good, yaar, Saba.
Thank you. You
Amazing.
made my days.
But it's been a while. We haven't met as such, and this is a good time that we're catching up. Good to have you. And now you're like a proper yoga instructor.
Thank you so much for having me on your show.
Of course.
And well, I hope that, I don't know what a proper yoga instructor is, but I'm trying, I'm learning as I go along.
Yeah, but you've put in a lot of time into it. You went and got proper training. That's what I mean by proper, that it's not just like Shokya yoga, shuru kiya, and then bas
that's right,
instructor
that's right.
You're learning, and every time you're learning, every year you're learning, going for different programs and all of that. That's what makes you proper.
Thank you.
So tell me about your journey. Was it some incident where you were like, that's it, I need some mindfulness, some, you know, like take a step back, look at what's going on around me, and that's how you got into yoga? What was it?
You know, Sumi, it's twofold. So the first one being that I've always, as a kid, been drawn to body movement. So dance, yoga, gymnastics was all part of my childhood growing up, something I was always drawn to and seeking. And the second part of it became the turning point in my life, which was my spiritual journey, my soul calling. That is what actually tipped the tipping point in my life, because I used to do it shokya, like you're saying, for many years in different forms. And then eventually my 180 turn in my life, personal level, drew me spiritually towards it. That's when I actually then decided I'm going to go for the training, and I came back and I just said I'm going to dedicate my time and energy just to this. And that's what actually made me become a yoga teacher eventually.
Wow. Yeah. So what is the kind of yoga that you do, and is it meant for everyone? Is it easy for everyone to go for it?
Okay, so I've been certified and trained in various styles. I'll name a few: Hatha, Yin, Restorative, Vinyasa Yoga. A lot of styles.
Which is the most common one?
You know, there is no such thing in Pakistan that's common as such. I would say everybody has a different preference, because Vinyasa is a little fast-paced, Hatha focuses on the physicality, Yin focuses on the elasticity of the body. It's a bit slower because you're holding postures. Restorative is deeply restful. And then, of course, there's meditations that I focus on. I'm big on meditations. I feel like they're very vital for one's healing, one's evolvement and growth.
Physically, mentally, emotionally.
Yeah. So everybody has a different preference. So I wouldn't say there's one thing that's more popular than the other. I think there's a big boom for yoga in Pakistan, which is great. Because people are waking up to the importance of it in our lives today.
So in all these years that you've been learning yourself and, you know, training other people professionally now, Where do you see the industry here in Pakistan going? You're taking people out to different cities, places up north and all of that. Do you see the culture changing and more awareness coming in?
Absolutely, absolutely. It's changed so much. I actually trained 6 years ago. I came back and I felt that there was a lot more women coming my way than men, number one. Number two, there was a belief system that ये तो ज़रा light-hearted form of exercise है तो हम अपनी अम्मी को आपके पास भेज देते हैं.
अच्छा.
Because this was right after I had been doing
Do you think this is like the weight? वो कि हम लोग weight नहीं lose
लोगों
कर
की
रहे हैं?
perception ऐसी थी कि it's like they didn't understand the main essence of yoga.
Right.
Slowly, I think in this past 6 years, I've observed the industry boom because people have become educated, people have become aware of what yoga is about. It's a lifestyle. It's not only just for fitness.
Absolutely.
It's a healing modality. It's something that you adapt so that you can heal as well as grow past your past traumas, your conditioning, our limited beliefs, so that we can manage our life better, so that we can take better decisions, more informed choices, so that
Right.
we can grow in our relationships, workspace, home life, everything.
Everything.
And people who are realizing that, men are realizing it. It's an equal ratio in my class now,
Absolutely.
as opposed to before. And I get age groups from 20, even teenagers, going up to
How
60.
lovely.
So it's for beginners, like you asked earlier, and yes, it takes you on to the intermediate level. And a lot of people are adapting to the lifestyle of yoga, not just doing classes.
It's a lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle, and they're changing their ways. Some people come just because they think it's a fad, right? And that's great too, because they come and they leave with a lot more than they actually come for.
Right.
So, which is true gratification for somebody like me.
Right. It just hits them. Ke, oh no, this actually works.
Yes,
it's not a
it
fad.
really
Yeah.
helps us in so many areas
Absolutely.
of our lives.
So it's not just physical, but it's also mental and emotional workout or tweaking, as you would say. So you make sure that there is a little bit of everything, or yoga is that way, que no matter what form you choose, it will give you all three of these things.
I would say that everyone teaches yoga in a different capacity.
Okay.
Everyone has their own style.
Okay.
My personal belief of how I preach it and teach it focuses more on the emotional growth, the spiritual healing. So I focus a lot on breath work, which is
Okay.
pranayama. Prana means life force, yama means retention. So we're learning to retain our breath so that we can activate our parasympathetic nervous system,
Right.
which then calms our nerves, which relaxes us.
right.
So I focus more on that. Like if
ठीक
somebody
है.
calls me and says, जी हमने weight lose करना है, I'll say, you know, वो तो आपका जो आप खा रहे हो, उसके अलावा you're going to choose a mode of movement, body movement. It could be gym, it could be walk, jog, yoga, but that is 20%. And then I feel like what's most important these days for us is to come out of stress mode in our body, in our mind.
It makes a
right?
huge difference.
Yeah.
It makes a huge
so
difference.
once we focus on that, then the rest follows. The sleep, the eating, the losing weight even. Everything follows.
Right. And makes you look younger because like I said, Saba is cut down like quite a lot of years. I don't want to
Oh, I
name how
love
many
you.
years because you look much younger.
Thank
yeah,
you so much.
So this is all yoga.
This is all yoga.
I mean, Rekha, she from actress, from a veteran actress, I would say, from
Yes, she's
Bollywood.
also a yogi
She's been
and-
doing yoga at the time when people did not know much about yoga,
Yes.
and I think it has done wonders for her.
Absolutely.
And that's how I think yoga became very popular
Yes.
across the border, and here in Pakistan also people got to know about it. They weren't too sure, but now that I see Saba, I think it's quite evident that it really, really works.
It does. It does. Because I'll tell you what, it's called the happiness quotient as well in a lot of terminologies, because it's more of a lifestyle and a technique of managing yourself on a daily basis in choices that we make, in decisions that we have to take, and how we handle ourselves with
course.
relationships, in terms of work,
course.
in terms of our home space, with everybody generally.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Self-love nowadays, and especially after the pandemic, everyone has been going, like you mentioned it yourself, there's certain kind of anxiety that we are dealing with, certain kind of depression maybe, minor,
Absolutely.
major,
Yeah.
but here in this side of the world, very few people admit it,
Yes.
want to, take help
Unfortunately.
officially and properly. But just in case, let's say, they just want to practice things at home, keep it hush and all of that, what would you suggest those people to do in times like these?
Right. Okay. So what I usually press a lot upon these days, specifically, as you mentioned, all of these factors have affected all of us. I think it's very important to make morning routines and rituals and bedtime routines and rituals. That's the first thing I always say.
Okay.
And this is something I personally myself have been trying to bring in, because there are times when I don't. I have to be honest.
Absolutely.
I'm not no perfect person. So what we do is, when we wake up in the morning, reach for the phone. And like I was telling you earlier, I think invest in a clock that is by your side. When you go to sleep, or when you're ready to go to sleep, give yourself an hour, at least an hour. Take out all the screens from the bedroom, no TV, no Netflix on a laptop, no phones. Put them away, not in the room that you're sleeping in. And then take an hour to do your namaz, read a book, listen to some jazz music, whatever brings you peace. Do a meditation, do a breath work, any of these things that are really relaxing. And then your brain starts getting these messages that you're ready to go to bed. You're ready to switch off, right? And that's when you lie down and maybe do a yoga nidra, which is a guided meditation to go to sleep, right?
Right.
And then what's important is that the first thing when you wake up in the morning, you don't have your phone next to you. Maybe it's in a closet. The first thing you do is open your eyes and make maybe a positive affirmation in your mind, and not linger in bed. Step out immediately.
That's where the clock thing comes in.
Yes.
That-
Take a look at the time. Get out within 5 seconds perhaps, maybe even quicker. Don't linger in bed. That causes the mind to start. Hi, din bada lamba hai, da da da, negative talk, self-talk that we all do. So you jump out and give yourself at least an hour alone. I know with some people you have partners, you have kids, it's not possible, but try. Try waking up earlier perhaps than everybody else, right? To give yourself that
You
me
need
time.
that me time.
Me time, nurture time. Go in the mirror, make eye contact, say some positive affirmations to yourself, do a meditation, splash some cold water on your face, do breath work, take some time on your mat perhaps, create time in nature, maybe go out, maybe have some plants that you're talking to. I know that sounds crazy. Maybe pet
No,
a-
it doesn't. That
I
is
do
the
that.
biggest meditation ever.
Ever, right?
Yeah.
So yes, to sum it up, morning ritual, nighttime ritual, how you start your day, how you end your day, really, really helps.
It does.
And then
It
of
does.
course, I cannot emphasize enough the need for a regular meditation practice, whether it's 5 minutes and breath work. It really grounds you.
I started off with 2 minutes. And I
Amazing.
have reached 10 to half an hour to even 45 minutes with somebody.
Amazing. Good.
With someone's help and guidance and affirmations. Of course, there are so many apps available online that one can go through. And Calm app, hai, I think.
Yes.
And then there's so many other ones that you can do. But is it necessary to start from a certain time and have it done in a specific way, or whatever
Not at
makes
all.
you comfortable?
Not at all. Whatever works for you. Because I always encourage people. Some people say to me, time nahi hai, subah karna hai, raat karna hai, kab karna hai. I'm like, do it whenever you get
Whenever,
a
yes.
chance. Like you're working right now, for example, you're doing back-to-back sessions, right?
Right.
In between, you get 2 minutes. Go away from people, find a small empty corner, perhaps, sit down on a chair, anywhere, and just breathe. Learn a technique online, on an app, from a teacher, anyone.
Right.
Take 2 minutes to just go within. Close your eyes.
Right.
Notice your breath. There's so many techniques, like you said, right? That's it. That's all it takes to ground yourself. And the more you do it, the more you'll see the difference in your state of being.
Absolutely.
And you'll increase it yourself. You'll
Absolutely.
see. Right?
So it's just within yourself, this procrastination, and you just have to block all of that.
It
All the
takes-
negative thoughts, the no's
Yes.
and all, can't do it,
Yes,
blah, blah, blah.
the negative talk.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of discipline. It takes willpower. It takes consistency.
Right.
But it really is a game changer.
It is a game changer for sure. And we're going to move on to the next segment. I have some rapid fire questions for you.
Ooh,
so
I'm
let's
so nervous.
see. Let's see
Okay.
how you're going to do in that one.
Okay.
All right. So I have the questions ready. You have 5 seconds.
Okay.
Before you answer, you have to ring the bell and then answer. And that's there to confuse you. So try not to get confused by that.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna try.
Summers or winters?
Summers.
How many yoga pants do you own?
100.
I'm sure
don't know,
there
I'm
has to be
guessing.
more. What's something currently that you really, really despise? Really,
weather.
The weather is really bad. But do din se acha raha hai weather in
That's
Lahore.
true.
We shouldn't be ungrateful. It
That's
was
true.
bad. And moving on, what is yoga to you?
Love.
Love. Wow. Because it has really grown on you.
It has, truly.
With
it makes
all these
me
years.
happy to teach it, to do
Of
it.
course. What brings you peace?
Yoga.
Again, yoga.
I'm
toxic
cheating.
A toxic environment makes you
Cringe.
Do you like to cook?
No.
Tea or coffee?
Coffee.
What movie makes you cry?
Notebook.
It makes you cry. Why? Yeah, because
Oh,
of the
I don't
whole
know. It's just so love
sad
stricken.
love
yeah.
story. Yeah. What is one thing that you can't do?
I don't know.
Yes, you do. You do.
What is one thing that I can't do?
It's like I can do everything, Sumi. What are you saying?
Touch a lizard.
Oh, that's gross. Yes, it makes me faint. I have to like wait for the damn
I mean,
thing
I
to
pushed
walk
it.
away.
I pushed it. Touch a
I
lizard
mean,
is pushing
मारना
it.
मुझे पसंद नहीं है वो जब आते हैं ना उसको मारने
But
के
the
लिए
reason
मैं
I said touch a lizard is because very recently an Italian woman came to my yoga class and she picked up this reptile and threw it out in the garden very lovingly and spoke to it, hi, hello baby and whatnot all along the way. That's why I said touch a lizard is something.
Well, I mean, I don't like having lizards around me.
Yeah.
I don't want them killed in any way
Yes.
because it's not kind, it's not nice. We have to be compassionate towards everything. But it
Agreed.
does make me cringe and I definitely cannot touch it. Just like her.
100%.
Cannot do it. Moving on, I have another game for you.
Okay.
But we do have a giveaway courtesy of Depilex, which you shall get at the end of the
how
show.
exciting.
Yes, I'm going to
Thank
hand this over to
you.
you. You did really well. Yes,
Thank
you were
you.
good. Moving on.
Yay.
So now you have this bowl. In the bowl, we have these chits.
Okay.
Chits में क्या है? उसमें एक word लिखा हुआ है, and you have to come up with whatever song that comes to your mind which has this word.
Okay.
And preferably you can sing if you want to, if you're feeling that
Are
happy.
you sure you want me to sing, Sumi?
Of course I do. I love you, yeah. I can listen to anything you say.
Okay,
or
should I go
sing.
ahead? Before I begin, I just want to say I'm having a blast with you on
Oh,
this
so
show.
am I.
Okay, I'm going to go for it. Oops.
सारे उठा लिए सबने
देखो जरा अच्छी तरह बड़ा लिखा होना चाहिए मेरी ऐनक के बगैर मुझे नजर नहीं हाँ okay
उससे काफी बड़ा लिखा हुआ है
it's my party and I'll cry if I want to it's my party
why would you want to cry
it's the song
okay
okay yay
3 2 more
are you serious
yes
hi okay what is this I'm so glad बड़ा बड़ा लिखा हुआ है
what word is it
crazy
crazy
Yeah.
come on
no I can't think of a song
oh my god
Yum, 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 yum. No, nothing's coming to my mind.
pick another one
Okay. Can you think of a song?
crazy
Yeah, but that's a tough one to sing too. So, and I really want to sing.
What
Okay,
word
I
is
do know the song. वो जो Indian movie में है,
क्या word है?
Senor, but I don't know how to sing it.
I don't
It's
know
the
how okay
senori-
ठीक है
ठीक है वो
Okay,
senorita
good.
वाला.
Senorita. Okay.
With the dance number.
Yeah.
Okay, ठीक है हो गया. And ooh, night.
come on so sing it
नहीं आ रहा यार. अच्छा गाना बता दो, I'll sing it.
अच्छा रात से कोई गाना गा दो
रात.
नाइट है ना वो भी
हाँ night. कोई गाना बता दे. I
there's
mean,
so many fun songs रात
tell.
में
Okay, just tell me. I'll sing it.
आज
Night.
की रात but मैं नहीं
आज
गाऊंगी
की रात होना है क्या
खाना है क्या पता नहीं I don't know the lyrics of the song but yeah good job one last one I'm being very greedy over here I know
Okay, fine, because you're just loving the way I sing. That's it.
I love it
Seriously. Heart.
come on
I know there's so many
there's
songs
so
with heart.
many
And I'm blank. Okay. I'm truly blank. Heart. There's one I know by Rhythmix. No. गाना बता दो Sumi.
दिल से गा लो अगर heart नहीं आ
Oh! दिल दिल पाकिस्तान जान जान पाकिस्तान.
very relevant song right now for Pakistan. But you did really, really well.
know.
It was fun having you over here, Saba. Thank you for taking out
I've
time.
had a blast.
And I'm
Thank
going to
you.
watch this show again because I want to listen to everything that you said for meditation, for like having a composed lifestyle, I would say, from here on. It's very,
Thank you
very...
for having me. I've had such a good time with you.
Likewise,
I love
my
your
love.
show.
Thank you so much. Any message to the youth watching you right now?
Take time out for yourself, love yourself, honor yourself, respect yourself enough to have that me time, to nurture your mind, body, soul. Take time out to breathe, to meditate.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. And thank you everyone for tuning in. This is Sumi signing off, saying Baumana Khuda. Catch you guys next week, maybe the week after.